Hi, do not move. We're about to talk about something very, very important. Over the past couple of months, I have been on this journey, and being on this journey of self-leadership that I talk about often in my comments and my post, I thought it's time for you to really understand what I am talking about so you can go out there and truly live it. So what I'm going to do in the next couple of lessons is to share with you the idea behind self-leadership. I am defining self-leadership in a different way than others have defined it before because I think we are to think self-leadership differently. What I've seen is that leadership has this connotation around, oh, if you're a leader, then you're a head. The other thing is that people talk about leadership, that it's a way to get recognized, to gain influence. And yes, that's also true. The other thing that I notice is that when we talk about leadership, we are saying that a leader is a person who has to be constantly brave or work themselves into being brave. Again, that might be true. But to me, that's the old way of talking about leadership. And that's what I'd like to break down for a moment when I'm talking about self-leadership and how this will be the new way that we are going to talk about leadership. So today, what I want to touch base on is what is self-leadership? Let's define self-leadership for the starters so that we can get ahead of the game and start talking about it a little bit more. Self-leadership, as I define it, is the ability to take what you believe, know, and acknowledge to be true about yourself and express that as the way you evolve throughout your life. Now, in my journey of evolution, as I evolve as a leader, I was truly wanting to know what it means for me to lead my life. And when I got that content, or I guess I would put it this way, when I got the understanding around what that meant, it brought me on that journey of discovering a process that helped me to see where I was leading myself. So what I'm talking about here is us developing this framework for our lives so we can lead ourselves every single day. You can become a self-leader. And it might sound to you that we're talking about the same form of leadership, but when I start breaking this down a little bit more in the definition, you will get to see that it's totally taking us another way so that we can shape a thinking about what the future will look like as leaders. Are we going to talk about people who are ahead of us? Are we going to talk about people who have to always be brave? Are we going to talk about people who need to develop this courage and this tenacity and or being responsible? But are we going to take it back to understanding the self? And that's where I am plugging into. I am taking you on that journey of understanding the self. So I hope that you are going to stay with me on this journey. Let's dig deeper into self-leadership. Stay blessed, stay true, and I look forward to seeing your comments and also interacting. Blessings.